Welcome to One Year Visa. My name is Phil. In this video, we're going to talk about taxes in Japan. It's just going to be a really simple overview because if you're not working in Japan, you don't have to worry about any of this. So for your first year living in Japan, the taxes are super simple and basically nothing. You have residence tax, which is going to be 0. You have pension tax, which is going to be 0. And you have health insurance, which they mail you a booklet with basically 10 little tear out coupons. So essentially once a month, you tear out the coupon, you go to the convenience store and you pay them like $10. It's super cheap. So for the first year, it's kind of like magical, super cheap Japan life. So when you're working part-time in Japan while you're going to school, you're going to be paying residence tax, like income tax. And that goes to your local municipality, like where you live. So as long as your employer is deducting the tax from your paycheck, which they will do, you only need to file a tax return as a student if you have 2 part-time jobs or you have a second kind of side hustle source of income in Japan that makes over 200,000 yen. If you are working online for a non-Japanese company, then you don't need to worry about paying any of these crazy taxes. You don't need to worry about anything. If you do need to file a tax return, I'm sure the school you're going to will help you with that. Maybe they can go to the tax office with you, and you need to submit that tax return between February 15th and March 16th of the following year. There is also a national income tax in Japan. So if you make less than $14,000 in your part-time job, then you will pay 5% on that income. If you make more than around $14,000, then you will have to pay a tax rate of 10% on that income above the $14,000. There is also a prefectural income tax, which is a 4% tax on all your earnings. There is also a municipal income tax of 6% on all your earnings. And if you don't have a part-time job while you live in Japan, then you still need to tell the government. So basically at the tax season, the February, March season, everyone will receive a letter from the government. You take the letter to your school. They're going to write a 0 in the right box, and they're going to write your residence number in the other box, and then you're going to mail that back to the government. Sorry to interrupt, but if you're serious about moving to Japan, you need to check out oneyearvisa.com. We've got a lot more videos like this, and we can save you hundreds of dollars on your student visa. Click the link below. So for the first year you live in Japan, taxes are super low and super simple, but they only go higher the longer you live in Japan. I was working online while I lived in Okinawa, so I am not an expert on how these part-time job taxes work, but if you ask your school for help, they deal with the part-time job taxes all the time with all the students, and they can help you. So I wouldn't worry about it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.